Hello, dear students. So now we will start example 8. So it is given that suppose that x equal to f of t equal to 1 by 4 t square minus t plus 2 denote the position of a bus at a time t. A. Find the velocity as a function of time. Plot its graph. Find and plot the speed as a function of time. C. Find the acceleration. So I think velocity we already know velocity x equal to f of t represent the position, then velocity is the first derivative. So we know that dx by dt. Okay. So we have x equal to 1 by 4 t square so we have that x equal to f of t. So it is 1 by 4 t square minus t plus 2. So now velocity is represented by dx by dt. So what is dx by dt here? You have to differentiate this with respect to time. Okay, so it will become 1 by 4 2t minus 1, which is nothing but t by 2 minus 1. So t by 2 minus 1, this is the velocity v. We have to also plot its graph. Okay. Now, what is the speed? Speed is nothing but the modulus of velocity. So, speed is a scalar quantity. Okay, so it is nothing but modulus of velocity. So, whatever is velocity, its mode value will give you speed. So, it is modulus of t by 2 minus 1. So, this is B part. This is A part. Now C is find the acceleration. Now acceleration happens to be the second derivative of x. That is, we have the velocity. We have to again differentiate this with respect to t. So acceleration happens to be the derivative of velocity. That is dv by dt. This is acceleration. So what is dv by dt? When you have to differentiate this. So you can see that it is 1 by 2. So it is a constant. So acceleration is dv by dt, derivative of velocity with respect to time, as velocity changes with respect to time. So we can see that this is moving with the constant acceleration, that is half. Okay, now we have seen that velocity is nothing but dx by dt and acceleration is dv by dt. So it means that we can write acceleration as dv by dt, and what is v? V is nothing but dx by dt. So it is d by dt of dx by dt. So here you will get the second derivative. So it is d square x by dt square. So acceleration is nothing but the second derivative of x with respect to time. So the first derivative is velocity and second derivative is acceleration. So in the coming sessions we will see how to find the second derivative. So we know how to find the first derivative, then you differentiate it once again with respect to time. So we will get the second derivative. Now we also need to plot this. we have to plot this figure. So first one, we have to plot the velocity. First we will draw for, this is for A and this is for B. So first we will plot velocity. So for velocity we have V is half t minus 1. So V equal to half t minus 1. You know how to plot? In the x-axis we will take t, and in the y-axis we will take v. V is the velocity. We have to plot, so this is 0. Okay, so here you can see that when t is 0, what is v? You can put some values for t and v. This is not working. So suppose t and v. So when I put t equal to 0, v is minus 1. Okay, so t equal to 0, v is minus 1. Suppose this point is minus 1. Okay. Now when I put t equal to 1, t equal to 1, what is v? V is half minus 1, so it is minus half. So for t equal to 1, so this is minus half. Suppose this is 1. So here you will get a point. Okay. Now for t equal to 2, what I am getting? For t equal to 2, v is 0. Okay. So it means that if this is the point 2, okay, this is 2, 0. So it means that we have a line like this. Okay. Should pass through. So we have a line like this. So this is the line v equal to half t minus 1. You can plot some of the points and draw the graph. Now next B, we have to plot the modulus. So we have to plot speed, and speed is nothing but modulus of half t minus 1. Modulus means the negative part will not come. You will get only the positive part. Okay. So S is, so in the velocity here onwards it was negative. This is positive v-axis, this is negative. Okay. So this part will not come and it will move to the upper part. Okay. So speed we can plot in the same way. So for the positive parts it will be same. So I will plot T and S. So here I have T and here I have speed S. So when t equal to 0, when t equal to 0, S is modulus of minus half, so it is 1. When t equal to 1, S is modulus of minus half, so it is half. When t equal to 2, S is 0. Then again you can, if you need, you can plot some more points. Okay. So here I am doing only this much. So suppose this is the point 2, 0. Then we have the point half t equal to 0, S is 1. So this is the point 1. When t equal to 1, it is half. So it will be somewhere here. Okay. So we will get a line like this. Okay. So this is the graph for modulus of V, that is half t minus 1. Okay. So it will not have negative values because we have modulus function there. So we will have only positive values here. So these are the corresponding graph. Now also we see in the problem that acceleration here is 1 by 2, so it is a constant, also it is positive. So it also means that velocity is increasing at a constant rate, because rate of change of velocity is acceleration. Okay, so it means that velocity is increasing at a constant rate. Now you can see how we can also find the second derivative. How to find the second derivative? So f double dash of x. So first, given a function, if it is given y equal to f of x, first find the first derivative. So it is dy by dx. First derivative is f dash of x. So once you got f dash of x, now again find the derivative of f dash of x with respect to x. We usually denote it by d square y by dx square. So it is nothing but f double dash of x. And the second derivative of the position with respect to time, this is called the acceleration. Acceleration. And this is the velocity. Okay, this is the position. So, as you calculated the first derivative, in the same way, if you differentiate the first derivative, you will get the second derivative. So, in this way, we can find the second derivative, and its physical significance is that it corresponds to acceleration. And this is the Leibniz notation, okay, for the second derivative. Okay, so we will stop here.